Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Oxford High School, where the boys will be swimming against Stoney Creek. Now, this is going to be a really tight race because Stoney Creek is a great team, so it'll be really interesting to see how this goes. Keep watching. All right, here we go. The first event of the night, heat 1 of 1. In lane 2, we have Oxford C Relay, with leading off is Jake Olheiser, Peyton Nagger, Cameron Bukowski, and Caleb Watson. In lane 4, we have Oxford's A Relay. Leading off is Nolan May. Going second is Ben Daxko. Going third is Zach Beatty. And fourth is Carter Pollard. Now in lane 6, we have Oxford's B Relay, with Zach Allian leading off, Cameron Mumbrew going second, Max Jensen going third, and Ryan Kuklinski finishing off. All right, and then in lane 8, we have Oxford's D Relay with John Keller leading off, then Finn Waltman, Nick Legender, and Craw Lacha.
Let's go, Max! Let's go, Cam!
Looks like Oxford has a pretty strong lead right now. Zach Beatty in the fly right now with a half a length ahead.
Go, Carter!
Here we go, watch for the exchange. Here we go, Carter Pollard securing Oxford's lead in first place. Split was a 23. Just to put that in perspective, ladies and gentlemen, our men's varsity record for the fastest 50 freestyle is a 21:95. This was just 2 seconds later than that. That's insanely fast. Let's see for the final time. We have 144. Our current record is 141. So, I mean, they can knock off a couple seconds and break the record right there. A great race for Oxford tonight. Here we go, the 200-yard freestyle, heat 1 of 2. In lane 2, we have Luke Datsko. Lane 4, Brennan McDevitt. And in lane 6, Austin Foster. From the looks of it, Stoney Creek is leading right now, but it's still anyone's race. The 200 freestyle is a uniquely difficult race. It's a perfect cross between both a sprint and a distance event because it requires the amount of strength and energy it takes to do a sprint, but then it also requires a lot of endurance to push through and maintain that speed. And it requires a lot of strategy as well because you need to budget out your energy, so to speak. Stoney Creek with a very strong lead right now. And it looks like, right now it looks like Stoney Creek might take first and Oxford second and third. As many swimmers will know, the first heat of the night is generally the slowest, and then it works its way up. The further down in the heats that you get, the faster the heats are. So right now this is the slowest heat of the night, but even still, these are pretty great times. Yes, indeed. Stoney Creek took first, and looks like second and third actually as well. That heat, however, was an exhibition heat, meaning that none of these count for points. So this next heat is the one that counts. In lane 2, we have Cole Bukowski. In lane 4, Zach Beatty. In lane 6, Owen Avey. And in lane 8, Cameron Mumbrew. This is a very tight race. It'll be interesting to see. Looks like Oxford and Stoney Creek are neck and neck at the moment. Lanes 4 and 5 are side by side. Looks like Zach Beatty in lane 4 is just a touch ahead of Stoney Creek. Now this third 50 is the hardest. This is when you really have to turn it on because this is when most swimmers hit a wall and they really need to crank it up in order to maintain their speed. So if you can notice, all the swimmers really started to sprint. So for the 200 freestyle, Oxford takes first, and Stoney Creek takes second and third. This next event is the 200-yard IM, where each swimmer will start swimming, and it'll be every single stroke. Here we go, heat 1 of 1. In lane 2, we have Cameron Bukowski. In lane 4, Nolan May. And in lane 6, Zach Allian. Some of the hardest parts of this race, other than endurance, is making sure that you're doing two-handed touches. It's very easy to do a single-handed touch and get disqualified. I've seen a lot of swimmers do that. Oxford with a comfortable lead. Nolan May is in first place with Stoney Creek in second and third right behind him. Oh, looks like Nolan may lose his comfortable place in first with the breaststroke. This last 50 is a matter of endurance and technique. If Nolan can, oh my goodness, this is going to be really tight. Stoney Creek's now in first. Stoney Creek now with a strong lead. Stoney Creek takes first and second. That was a great race by all of these swimmers. The 200 IM is not an easy race, and swimming is one of the hardest sports on the planet. The way I describe it to non-swimmers is, imagine if you're running while holding your breath through like Jell-O with weight. It's awful. All right, here we go. Heat 1 of 4 of the 50-yard freestyle. All right, in lane 3, we have Brennan Archer. In lane 4, David Burian. In lane 5, Enzo Corregino. In lane 6, Peter Burian. And in lane 7, David Pratt. Now, it's also important to note that the first 3 heats of the 50 free are all exhibition, therefore they're not for points. Only the final heat is for points. All right, here we go, heat 2 of 4. In lane 1, Mason Jones. In lane 3, Preston Muller. In lane 4, Gregory Cook. In lane 5, Finn Woltman. In lane 6, Ethan Pearson. In lane 7, Andrew Cobble. And in lane 8, Nick Legender.
Next event is heat 3 and 4.
Here we go, heat 3 of 4. In lane 1, we have John Keller. In lane 2, Caleb Watson. In lane 3, Max Charlton. In lane 4, Callum Gross. In lane 6, Peyton Nagar. In lane 7, Jake Olheiser. And in lane 8, Kral Lacha. Wow, if you can look at the scoreboard right now, lanes 4 and 5 are less than a tenth apart. They are 0.03 seconds apart.
This is going to be heat 4 of 4.
All right, here we go, heat 4, the 50 freestyle. This one's for points. In lane 2, we have Max Jensen. In lane 4, Cotter Pollard. In lane 6, Ryan Kuklinski. Looks like Stoney Creek won first and third, but Oxford got second. Way to go, Carter. Look at those times, a 22:54. That is a killer time. That is less than a second away from our current record, which is a 21:95. All right, now we're going to head into diving, so I'm going to pass the microphone over to the announcer, and I'll see you in a few. Keep watching.
The 1.6. Five and a half, 5, and 5.5. Second diver is Jaden Prone. He's from he's from Stoney Creek. He's going to be doing a 103C, difficulty of a 1.6. Scores are 5, 4.5, 4.5. Next diver is Keegan Foxx. He's from Oxford High School. He's going to do a 101C, difficulty of a 1.2. Scores are 4, 3.5, 4. The next diver, Ishwa Shwan. He's from Stoney Creek. He's going to be doing a 101A, difficulty 1.4. Scores are 3, 3, 3. This is Evan from Oxford. Second dive is a 104C, difficulty of a 2.2. Scores are 5.5, 5, 5. Next diver is Jaden from Stoney Creek. His second dive is a 512 1D. Difficulty is 1.7. Scores are 4.5, 4, 4.5. Next diver is Keegan Foxx. Second dive is a 103C, difficulty of 1.6. Scores are 4, 4, and 4.5. Next diver, Ishwan. His dive is a 102C, difficulty of 1.4. Scores are 4, 3.5, 4. Third dive from Evan is a 105C with a 2.4 difficulty. Scores are 4.5, 5, 5. Next diver is Jaden. We're going to do a 512 1D. Difficulty is a 1.7. Scores are 5, 4.5, 5. Next diver is Keegan. Dive is a 301C. Difficulty is a 1.6. Scores are 4, 4, 4. Next diver is Ishwan. He's going to be doing a 401C, difficulty 1.4. Scores 3.5, 3.5, 3.5. Next diver is Evan. He'll be doing a 403C, difficulty of a 2.2. Scores 5, 5, 5. The next diver is Jaden. He's going to be doing a 302C, difficulty of 1.6. Scores again. 5, 5, 4.5. The next diver is Keegan. He's going to be doing a 302C with a 1.6 difficulty. Three, 4, 3.5. Next diver is Ishwan. He's going to be doing a 401C, difficulty of a 1.4. All right, we have Ishwar. He's doing a 201A, difficulty of a 1.7. Three and a half, 3.5, 3.5. We're back to Evan again. This is his fifth dive. He's doing a 203C, difficulty of a 2.0. Five, 4.5, 4.5. We have Jaden up. He's going to be doing a 202C, difficulty 1.5. Scores are 5, 5, 5. Next diver is Keegan. This is his fifth dive. He's doing a 201C, difficulty of a 1.5. Scores 4, 4, 4. Next diver is Ishwar. He's going to be doing a 5211A, difficulty of a 1.8. Scores are 4, 3, 3.5. Last round of diving. This is Evan again. Sixth dive is a 303C. Difficulty is a 2.1. Scores are 4, 4, and 4.
That's a D.
Next diver is Jaden. His last and final dive is a 5222D. The difficulty is a 1.9. Scores are 4, 3.5, 4. Next diver is Keegan. His last and final dive is a 401C, difficulty of a 1.4. Scores are 4, 4, 4. Last diver is Ishwar. This is his sixth and final dive. He's doing a 202C with a difficulty of a 1.5. Scores are 3.5, 3.5, 3.5. This concludes our diving.
That was so good.
Catch all your favorite sports here on OCTV.
Reset your watches. Take your mark.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. After the diving, now we're starting with heat 1 of the boys 100-yard butterfly. In lane 2, we have Owen Avey. Lane 4, Ben Dasco. Lane 6, Zach Allian. And in lane 8, Preston Muller. Now, as I'm sure many of you are aware, butterfly is a uniquely difficult sport as it involves a lot of your shoulder and upper body strength. It's not something that I can easily explain to those that have never suffered swimming it, but it's incredibly painful. And there, Ben Datsko just got first for Oxford, while Stoney Creek pulled in second and third. All right, here we go. Heat 1 of 3, the boys 100-yard freestyle. In lane 3, we have Peter Burian. In lane 4, Mason Jones. Lane 5, Nick Legender. And in lane 6, David Pratt. Now, since there's 3 heats of this event, only the final heat is counting for points. So the first 2 are exhibition. All right, here we go. Heat 2 of 3, the 100-yard freestyle.
This is heat 2 of 3.
Swimmer, step up. Timer, set your watches. We can't hear you. Stand up, guys. Stand up. Clear your watches. Take the mark.
All right, in lane 2, we have Callum Gross. In lane 4, Carter Pollard. In lane 6, Max Jensen. Looks like Stoney Creek is in the lead right now. Taking first, second, and third. It's still very early in the race, and it's still anyone's game. Stoney Creek still has a very strong lead. All right, way to go, Oxford. Here we go, lane heat 3 of 3. I'm just now realizing I accidentally read off the wrong heat for the prior heat, I mean. So right now, the swimmers that I read from the prior heat are the ones that are actually swimming right now. So in the water right now is Callum Gross. And then lane 4, Carter Pollard. And in lane 6, Max Jensen. In the prior heat, Kra Lacha, Gregory Cook, and Ethan Pearson swam. Sorry about the confusion, ladies and gentlemen. Right now it looks like Stoney Creek are in first and second with Carter Pollard close behind. This time is going to be lightning fast. Look at this. A 25 is a killer split. Let's wait for their final times to pop up. Right now they're only showing splits. All right, a 50-19. That is a lightning fast time. Our record, hold on, let's see. Men's pool, 100 freestyle. Our record is a 48 for the pool. Our varsity record is a 54. Okay, now we're about to head into the longest event of the night, the 500-yard freestyle. It's going to be 20 lengths of the pool. You can see on the other end of the lane, people are getting their counters, and basically they put numbers in the water so the swimmers can keep track of where they are in the race, and it's easy to forget. This is heat 1 of 1. All right, in lane 2, we have Cameron Bukowski. In lane 4, Zach Beatty. And in lane 6, Cole Bukowski. You'd think intuitively that the longer races would be more despised among swimmers, but it's actually the opposite. Most swimmers actually prefer the 500 free because it allows them to use strategy and their endurance to win against the swimmers that have less. However, it is it's a bit tougher and, well, not necessarily tougher, but different than sprinting. You'll notice towards the end of the race, they will start to crank it up a couple notches, and you'll be able to visibly see this in the pool. And it's hard to do that when you're already tired after a long race you've already swum. All right now, Carter Pollard is in the lead with Stoney Creek in second and third, right behind him. It is still anyone's race. Anything can happen. This is a long race. Carter Pollard still comfortably in first place. Oh, maybe not comfortably. No, I spoke too soon. Stoney Creek, the swimmer in lane 5, let's see if I can get his name. Jack Sicko, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. It's C-I-C-C-O, is right on Carter's heels. if you can see, I don't know how long you can really see at the end of the lane, but at the end of each length, the counter will often communicate to the swimmer through the way that they shake their counters. So in the water, if they're just lazily sliding it from side to side, that means you're taking it too fast, slow down, you're going to tire yourself out. And the counter knows that at the end of the lane because generally they know their swimmer well, and well, at least they should know the pace that they usually hold. Now, if they shake it quickly, obviously that means to speed it up. Now it looks like Oxford is far into the lead. Look, Zach Beatty is now sprinting in lane 4. That whistle just signifies that this is the last 2 lengths of the night, or of this event, I mean. Zach really turned it on the last 100, and that's really what you want to do, because if you don't do that, you're giving the others an opportunity to swim right over you and take your spot in first. Let's watch for his time. Those are pretty strong splits. Let's see, just to put this in perspective, our current male varsity record is 4:49, and Zach Beatty just got 4:59. That is, it's pretty fast. All right, that was a tough race, but Oxford did very well tonight so far. We've got a long way to go still. Up next is the 200 Freestyle Relay. Only one heat of this. All right, in lane 1, we have Oxford's D Relay with Finn Waltman, Luke Datsko, Mason Jones, and Nick Legender. In lane 2, we have Oxford's C Relay with Brendan McDevitt, Cameron Mumbrew, Ethan Pearson, and Preston Muller. And in lane 4, we have Oxford's A Relay with Evan Covert, Peyton Nagar, Max Jensen, and Cole Bukowski. In lane 6, we have Oxford's B Relay with Callum Gross, Austin Foster, Owen Avey, and Max Charlton. And in lane 8, we have Oxford's E Relay with Enzo Corregno, David Pratt, Brennan Archer, and Peter Burian. Stoney Creek finished really fast. If you can look up to the scoreboard, the time there is 1:36. Now our record is 1:29. Looks like Stoney Creek took that one. Taking first, second, and nope, Oxford took third. That's good. All right, here we go. Heat 1 of 2 of the boys 100-yard backstroke. Again, like I said before, Heat 1 is exhibition, Heat 2 is for points. In lane 2, we have Andrew Cobble. In lane 4, we have John Keller. And in lane 6, Caleb Watson. And in lane 7, David Burian. John with a very strong lead right now. About 2 body lengths ahead of the swimmer next to him in Stoney Creek, and that gap is widening. Way to go. We're coming on the finish. And great time. All right, now is Heat 2 of 2. In lane 2, we have Jake Olheiser. In lane 4, Nolan May. And in lane 6, Ryan Kuklinski. Nolan May and Evan Miller are side by side. Very, very close. Tied for first. Look at that.
Let's go, Nolan!
Stoney Creek is just a touch ahead. Nolan looks like he pulled it up just a little bit right before the turn, but I think Stoney Creek is... Oh, this is going to be an insanely tight race. And it's harder, too, because in backstroke, you can't even see who's next to you. All you can see is the roof. Stoney Creek is really far ahead now. Man. And Nolan May is a great swimmer here and is absolutely swimming his absolute best race. We had some excellent times here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. These are 2 very excellent teams. This is Heat 1 of 2 of the boys 100-yard breaststroke. In lane 2, we have Luke Daxko. Sorry, guys. In lane 4, Austin Foster. In lane 6, Finn Waltman. In lane 7, Enzo Corregino. I am so sorry for all the times I've butchered that last name. And in lane 8, Brennan McDevitt. Pretty tight race right now. looks like we have the lead right now in lanes 3 and 5 for Stoney Creek, while Austin Foster right now is right in between. You know, breaststroke's a pretty awkward sport. If you don't know much about the kick, it looks like a frog's kick. You have to bring your calf up to your knee and then whip it around and straighten it. It's extremely awkward and it's kind of one of the slower strokes. All right, this is heat 2 of the 100-yard breaststroke. In lane 2, we have Peyton Nagger. In lane 4, Ben Datsko. And in lane 6, Cameron Mumbrew. Looks like Ben has a pretty strong lead right now. Ben widening the gap between him and the competition. This gap coming ever wider as Ben dominates this pool right now. This is going to be a really fast time. That looked like a 103. That's an excellent time. So Oxford takes first, Stoney Creek takes second and third. Way to go, Ben. That was a great race.
All right, this is round 12. Last event of the evening. This boys for Yard Freestyle Relay. There's one of you.
Step up. Timer, set your watch. Take your mark.
In lane 1, we have Oxford's D Relay. We have Gregory Cook, Andrew Cobble, Preston Muller, and John Keller. In lane 2, we have Oxford's C Relay with Max Charlton, Owen Avey, Jake Olheiser, and Callum Gross. And in lane 4, we have Oxford's A Relay with Zach beating the water right now, Carter Pollard, Nolan May, and Ben Datsko. And then in lane 6, we have Oxford's B Relay with Zach Allian, Cameron Bukowski, Cole Bukowski, and Ryan Kuklinski. And then in lane 8, we have Oxford's E Relay with Mason Jones, David Burian, Ethan Pearson, and Caleb Watson. Stoney Creek is leading right now, but I have seen multiple times where swimmers have been able to take the race back, even though it's such a short sprint. Carter is in the water right now in lane 4, trying to close the gap between him and the Stoney Creek swimmer. Let's see. next up we have Nolan May in lane 4. Stoney Creek is still just a few inches ahead of Oxford. Looks like that gap is widening to about a body length now. Maybe half a body length. This gap between Stoney Creek and Oxford now is out solidly at a body length. Even further now, Stoney Creek pulling even farther ahead. And here we go, Ben Dat's coming in the water right now. This is a pretty far gap and that late in the race. These are very strong swimmers in the water tonight. Stoney Creek takes a very fast first place with Oxford in second. Still amazing times all around. We've got a lot of strong swimmers in the water still, finishing up their races. That's it for the swim meet tonight, so I'll check back. Right, now's our time to sign off. The final score was Stoney Creek 111 and Oxford was 74. So Stoney Creek dominated tonight. That's unfortunate, but it's okay because Oxford can still win all these other ones.